The Apocalypse of Lorvão is an illuminated manuscript from Lorvão, Portugal, containing the commentary on the Apocalypse of Beatus of Liébana Monastery, Spain. It is currently kept at the Torre do Tombo National Archive in Lisbon. History. This is a well-dated manuscript whose origin is identified through its colophon, which indicates that it was completed in 1189 in the scriptorium of the Lorvão Monastery in the present municipality of Penacova, near Coimbra. It was signed by the scribe Beatus, who might also be the author of illustrations. It remained preserved in the abbey until the 19th century, including while the monastery changed denomination in 1205 and hosted a Cistercian community. The historian Alexander Herculano discovered the manuscript in the library of the monastery in 1853 and transferred it to the National Archives of Portugal in Lisbon to be part of the corpus of documents and texts in the history of Portugal, Portugalia Monumentum Historica. The manuscript is still preserved there. It is one of 11 manuscripts of Beatus in the Iberian Record of the Memory of the World Register by UNESCO in 2015. Description. This is the only manuscript of the Beatus commentary on the Apocalypse of Liébana, also called Beatus, produced in Portugal during the Middle Ages. This is a relatively primitive version of the text, probably copied from a 9th century original. It is written in a Carolinian minuscule style that made the transition to the Gothic. His miniatures are at number 70, including 18 full-page, 20 of the half-page and the other smaller in variable dimensions. The manuscript also retains its original binding. These illustrations were considered archaic for the time, marked by a thick stroke in colors dominated by orange and yellow. They may have been copied from an older model, perhaps close to the original manuscript written by Beatus of Liébana. There are also repeatedly scenes of everyday life at the time of Sancho I of Portugal. Finally, Beatus' map belonging to the manuscript has been preserved, but only half of it. It was reunited with the manuscript after being separated from it. Bibliography. John W. Williams, The Illustrated Beatus. A corpus of the illustrations of the commentary on the Apocalypse, Tome V, the 12th and 13th centuries. Harvey Miller, Publisher, 2003, 416 pages, ISBN 9780905203959. Notice 22. Jorge Manuel Gomes da Silva Roca, Limage dans la Beatus de Lorvão Figuration. Composition et visualite dans les enlumineurs du commentaire à l'Apocalypse attribué au scriptorium du monastère de Saint-Mamèd de Lorvão 1189. These de Doctorate en Histoire de l'Université Libre de Bruxelles, Faculty of Philosophy et Letters, 2007-2008. Online. In Portuguese, anda egri, o Apocalypse do Lorvão e a sua realização como as ilustrações medievais do Apocalypse. Lisboa Gulbenkian, 1972. 145 p. Peter Klein, The Horror of Babylon in the Beatus Codex of Lorvão in C. Hediger, ed. Tout le temps du venir est sans oisici. Melanges offerts of Eve's Christ pour son 65e anniversaire. Turnout, Breppels, Culture et Société Medievales, 8, 2005, page 103-111. In Spanish, Beato de Liébana, Caudas del Monasterio de San Mamèd de Lorvão Facsimile, Valencia, Patrimonio Editions, 2003. Online. See also. Beatus of Liébana. Illuminated manuscripts. References. External links. Pt. Notice sur le site des Archives Nacionales du Portugal. S. Presentations sur le site du Ministère de la Culture Espagnole. Notice sur le site du Registre de la Mémoire du Monde de l'UNESCO.